Hello and welcome to one more English class, of course, IELTS. And today we're gonna do one reading exercise. Okay, it's a practicing exercise, right? But the focus is we're gonna read the answers. I'm gonna help you with some of the questions, or maybe only one. Okay, and then of course the rest you do. No surprise up to here, right? So please just be careful, yeah. In the best way possible, yeah. This exercise focus on, because today we're gonna go directly to the point, yeah. No wasting time. So let's go on, yeah. And just follow me. I'm gonna share my screen with you right now. So check it out then. Can you see this? Okay, so this is that we have here the title, um, which is Robots at Work. It's an essay, okay? So, and then we have like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, yeah? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts of the reading, okay? So it's a long one. And let me put here 2 pages, and then here, yeah, as an overall, we have the questions, right? So the questions are from 33 to 40, yeah? So I'm just gonna get a little bit closer here, as you can see. So 33 up to 40. So this is what we're gonna do. You have to read and we have to answer. Of course, yeah. And I'm gonna read it with you. I just wanna ask you guys to follow me and pay attention, of course, right? So let's go on and let's do it. Okay, we are gonna read one by one. Yeah, I'm gonna leave actually my head like as big as I can here, right? Just for you to focus on the text that we are really, studying. Okay, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you can see myself here and just follow me. Okay, of course, if I see some like maybe high English, yeah, level word, I'm gonna highlight it for you. So just to make sure that we don't miss anything. Okay, so just with no further ado, follow me and let's go. A, number 1. The newspaper production process has come a long way from the old days when the paper was written, edited, typeset, and ultimately printed in one building, with the journalists working on the upper floors and the printing presses going on the ground floor. These days, the editor, sub-editors, and journalists who put the paper together are likely to find themselves in a totally different building, or maybe even in a different city. This is the situation which now prevails in Sydney. The daily paper is compiled at the editorial headquarters, known as the Pre-Press Center, in the heart of the city, but printed far away in the suburbs at the printing center. Here, human beings are in the minority, as much of the work is done by automated machines controlled by computers. So here in this first reading here, we have something about sorry, let me put here, okay, about like a newspaper production process, yeah, that, and they give some informations that in the past it was in one way, but nowadays it's not a bit, but it's quite different, yeah. Nowadays we have automated machines, yeah, and before, yeah, we had like the machines, they had machines as well, yeah, like the printers, but it was totally different. It wasn't automated, okay. So words that I recommend you to pay attention on: compiled, this is a word, yeah, pre-press, automated machine is also good words to pay attention. Okay, let me make it like, okay, on what else? I guess we had a word like prevail, yeah, like going on the ground floor. These days are just a bit journalists who put the paper together are likely to find themselves, are likely, this is a good word as well, yeah, so to play different beauty and maybe different city. Oh, now prevails is also very good, so I recommend you to check these words, okay, just to make sure that you get new vocabulary. I will not give you the meaning of these words now, just because if I give it to you, it makes it very easy to answer. So the idea is just to like to search that by yourselves, okay. So this A. Let's go to B now. Focus on B. Okay, and let's go on. Once The finished newspaper has been created for the next morning's edition. All the pages are transmitted electronically from the pre-press center to the printing center. The system of transmission is an update on the sophisticated page facsimile system already in use on many other newspapers. An image editor, okay, take a look on that. An image editor at the printing center delivers the page as film. Each page takes less than a minute to produce, although for color pages, for versions once each for black, cyan, magenta, and yellow are sent. The pages are then processed into photographic negatives, and the film is used to produce aluminum printing plates ready for the presses. Again, here we have a lot of new words, right? So let's analyze some of them. Okay, so let's go on. Again, once the finished newspaper has been created, I'm gonna reread some parts of of this B part. Okay, so just for you to check and pay attention of the words. Okay, and all the pages are transmitted. This is a good word to check electronically from the pre-press center to the printing center. The systems of transmission is an update of the sophisticated page facsimile. So this is a good word to check. Okay, even the pronunciation on and many other newspapers. And image editor. This is another new word. So analyze that for me too. Okay, and center delivers the page of film. Each page takes less than a minute to produce. Although for color pages for versions once each for black, cyan. Okay, just black, cyan, magenta, they are just names of colors. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. And yellow, of course. And the pages are then processed into photographic negatives, and the film is used to produce aluminum printing plates ready for the presses. Okay, so aluminum printing plates, there were some plates, like that. I mean, you would put in, you use this image, like this aluminum image, to make copies of the things. Okay, so this is a bit complicated, right? But just I would try to make like the best way of explanation for that. So on this one here, specifically, when we say this word like aluminum, printing plates, is imagine like plate, okay, but made by aluminum, and in this plate would have like the letters and the image that should be printed. Okay, so I think you can imagine that. Maybe you have seen that. For example, I know that they use the same process to make money. They have like a aluminum shape with the shape of the money, like with the value, everything, and then they put this aluminum shape in one place, and then from that version made of aluminum, so they make copies. They get like paper copies, right? So this is the thing, right? I mean, I think I don't have much more to say about that, but let's go on to the next part. Okay, and let's go to next one, C. So just follow me. A procession of automated vehicles is busy at the new printing center where the Sydney Morning Herald is printed each day. With lights flashing and warning horns honking, the robots, to give them their correct name, the LGVs or laser guided vehicles, look for all the world like enthusiastic machines from a science fiction movie as they follow their own random paths around the plant, busily getting on with their jobs. Automation of this kind is now standard in all modern newspaper plants. The robots can detect unauthorized personnel and alert security staff immediately if they find an intruder. Not surprisingly, tall tales are already being told about the machines starting to take on personalities of their own. I mean, if you have seen there is a movie called My Robot, something like that, with Will Smith. We have something similar to that, Okay, so let's, just for you to create that image on your mind. of what we are talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. Okay, so let's just analyze some of the words here. So a procession of automated vehicles, okay, we're talking about vehicles, is busy at the new printing center where the Sydney Morning Herald is printed each day. Okay, so with the lights flashing and warning horns honking, these good words to know, okay? On horns honking, I mean, it's the sound, it's some alarm, right? They're robots. I mean, and then we have a little information to give them their correct name. When they say robots, the names of the robots is like these LGVs. Okay, this information here is the name of the robots, or another way that you can call them laser guided vehicles. Yeah. Look for all the word like enthusiastic machines from a science fiction movie. So this sentence here means like, so to help you to imagine, to create the image of these robots, you can think about like the most enthusiastic, the greatest science fiction movie. Yeah. And when we see this kind of robots, this is what we have here. So this sentence here is just to help you out to create this image of this robot. Okay. So of course, if you like science fiction movie, if you don't watch it, so probably it will not help you. But anyway, and around, okay, so let's continue. As they follow their own random paths around the plant, busily getting on with their jobs. I mean, so each robot has a job to do. Automation of this kind, yeah, is now standard in all modern newspaper plants. I mean, newspaper plants, newspaper offices, they have a lot of automated robots like this. This is common. And the robots can detect what they can do on unauthorized person, I mean, people that should not be there, so they can detect that. A large security staff, I mean, they could call the staff or police, something like that. Okay, if they find an intruder, if they find someone trying to invade the place. Okay, and of course, not surprisingly, I mean, with no really surprising feeling for us, yeah. If we look at the cinema, yeah, or as they use it here, tales, told tales, it's like stories, yeah, that people are talking right now, yeah. There are already, I mean, supposedly stories that some of them, like they are acting by themselves, they are creating their own, I mean, imagination, yeah. They're trying to control the world. So we have some stories like that. If they are true or not, we have no idea, right? But just for you to get an idea, okay? So let's go on. So this is C. D, we are going to begin here, and probably we're going to finish on the other side. So focus on. The robot's principal job, the most important job, the main job, yeah, however, is to shift the newsprint, the printing paper that arrives at the plant in huge reels and emerges at the other end sometime later as newspaper. So, I mean, their main job is to shift, is to change, okay? The newsprint, I mean, the printing paper, right? That arrives at the plant in huge reels and emerges at the other end sometime later as newspaper. So they have their job to do inside of that. Again, shift is when you change, okay? Once the size of the, yeah, we stopped it here. And again, shift is like change, okay? So let's go up. Okay, and I'm gonna move myself to the other side now. Yeah, so just for me to continue. And also I'm gonna change my face to the other side, okay? So just follow me, focus on, and let's go. Again, what was the last word? I forgot. Okay, once the size of the, let's see, of the day's paper and the publishing order are determined at the head office. Yeah, head office is like the main office. Yeah, we have many different kinds of office. Normally the head office is where the boss is, okay? The information is punched into the computer, and the LGVs, I mean the robots, are programmed to go about their work. The LGVs collect the appropriate size paper reels and take them where they have to go. And when the press needs another reel, its computer alerts the LGV system. The Sydney LGVs move busily around the press room, fulfilling their two key functions to collect reviews of newsprint, either from the reviews striping stations or from the racked supplies in the newsprint storage area. And at the striping station, the dough wrapping that helps to protect a reel of paper from rough handling is removed. Any damaged paper is peeled off and the reel is then weighed. Wow, I mean, we have some kind of difficult words here. Okay, so I will try to explain that in the best way possible. Okay, just to remind, right, like this letter D, right? Okay, the beginning is not so complicated. So let's see. The robot's main job, however, is to shift here, is to change this newsprint, the printer paper that arrives at the plant in huge reels and emerges at the other end sometime later as a newspaper. So in this part here that we are reading now, it means that imagine we have like this big office, yeah, where they produce newspaper. Okay, so and we have a lot of robots there. Okay, so the first job of the robot is to someone will deliver a lot of real paper. A lot of papers that like maybe packs in packets, yeah. So the robots, they have to get the paper, yeah, and put in the machine, something like that's their job. Okay, and then that's the beginning here, and then they put in the machine, and then when it's finished, yeah, when it is finished, they have to change the paper, yeah. Like when I say finished, the paper that was white now became a newspaper. This is what I mean. Okay, and then let's continue here, and then continue like this paper and the publishing order are determined. So they determine like, okay, so how many papers we're gonna make today, what's gonna be the size of that. When it's determined, when they decide to do that, not the robots but the people, yeah. Okay, so at head office, in the boss office, this information, yeah, like when I say information, is like the numbers. Maybe they have to program that on the computer, right? So it's punched. They put that. Punched means they put it into the computer. Okay, they put it probably in a computer program, and probably this program is connected to the robot. So that's why when they put that information there, the robots right away they get it. Oh, I know what I have to do. Yeah, they are programmed. Okay, and so and the LGVs are programmed, as I told you, to go about their work. To go and do what they were said to do. Okay. And the LGVs collect the appropriate size paper reels. They get the correct size and the correct amount of papers. Yeah, okay, and then and where they should go. And when the press needs another reel, so they put it in the press. The press is that big machine that will get like this aluminum version of the newspaper, press it on the paper, and then a copy will be made. Yeah, because this is how it works. Okay, and then again, when the press needs another reels, when it's finished, the robots, they go there and change it. Okay, how does it work? The computer alerts, yeah, the LGV system. Maybe there is an alarm, yeah, and then the robots go there and do their job. Okay, so are you getting how it works? And then continue here. Yeah, I'm here. The Sydney LGVs move busily around the press run, fulfilling, yeah, like completing their two key functions, their two works. They have two jobs to do, yeah. Collect reels of newsprint either from the reel striping stations or from the racket supplies in the newsprint storage area. Okay, so number one, they have to collect, they have to get, okay, reels of newsprint either, okay, from the reel striping stations. So this reel striping station and racket supplies in the newsprint storage area is just places where they have like papers, yeah, that they're gonna use to make the newspaper. So the robots, they have these two places to get, or from this area or from this another area. These names here, they are just used to label, to give the name for us to recognize where we should go. So they're just names, okay? And at the striping station, the dough wrapping that helps. Okay, so wrapping is something that we put, yeah, like a plastic, yeah, around the paper to protect it. Dough, it's a kind of okay, so how can I explain that? For example, where we use dough. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you just to to make your mind, okay? I know like we have a lot of difficult words here, right, today, but focus on, okay? And okay, so what is a dough? Dough, for example, is that thing that we use to make bread, you know, like that rough and smooth like thing, yeah, that, for example, how to make a natural dough. Okay, so just now we're gonna stop to talk about this I mean newspaper conversation. Let's change just for you to get what is dough, okay? Without, I don't want to give you the Portuguese version. So okay, so let's suppose you're gonna make bread, yeah, the thing that we eat. Okay, so I need to make a dough. So how I make a dough, especially for you that are girl, I get some eggs, I get some milk, I get some flour, I mix everything, I mix, and it becomes a dough. So now you know what is a dough, right? So create that image of a dough, okay? And then of course we press this dough and then it becomes a bread. So hopefully you understood what is a dough. So let's get back to the topic, okay? So when we see here, yeah, okay, then the at the striping station, then and then let me see here, tough wrapping that helps to protect. Oh, I'm sorry, let's make a correction, okay? My bad. This word here, okay, let me get closer, okay? This is not dough. I'm sorry, okay? Let's make, I gotta make a correction here, okay? My bad. Let me do just a second. Okay, let me change the size of it. Okay, so I'm sorry, yeah. This one here is tough. My bad. Okay, this is tough, okay? Something hard, okay, like that. Okay, so I'm sorry, my mistake, okay? So correcting, yeah, so this is not dough but tough, okay? So again, at the striping station, the tough wrapping, yeah, like the hard wrapping is the plastic that we put around, okay? But anyway, yeah, anyway, even though I made a mistake, you learned it, a new word. Yeah, we have dough, which is, yeah, we have like dough, like as I told you before, but this one here is not dough, it's stuff. Okay, just for you to know. Yeah, sorry for that. But anyway, let's get back to the point. So I mean, tough wrapping, yeah, it's a really hard plastic, yeah, that helps to protect a reel of paper, to protect the paper, right, from rough handling. From rough handling is removed, yeah. I mean, for example, sometimes, yeah, they're robots, yeah, they are robots, yeah, they are not human beings. So maybe when they were gonna get the paper, they don't really, go slowly. They don't really take care. Maybe they go pah, like that, right? So if they do that, this is like a rough, yeah. Each can, how can I say, each can damage the paper. So that's why there is a protection there, okay. And any damaged paper is peeled off. So, and the robots, they have the capacity, yeah, of analyzing the papers, and if they see some damage on that, yeah, they will peel off, they will remove it, yeah, okay. And the review is then weight means they're gonna check how many kilos does it have, right? So that is the thing. Wow, right? Very very big one. E, next one. So don't miss the focus, yeah, because today's lesson is crazy lesson. Then one of the four pastor robots, yeah, moves in, specifically designed for the job. It trims. Trim is cut, okay, the paper neatly, yeah, very, I mean, in line, let's say, right, and prepares the reel for the press. If required, the reel can be loaded. If required, the reel can be loaded directly onto the press. If not needed immediately, an LGV takes it to the storage area. When the press computer calls for a reel, an LGV takes it to the reel loading area of the presses. Again, presses are the names of the machine, yeah, that press that goes like this, yeah, the aluminum version with the paper to become like to make the copy on the paper, right? And each lifts the reel into the loading position and places it in the correct spot with complete accuracy, yeah, with perfectness. As each reel is used up, the press drops the heavy cardboard core into a waste bin, okay? And when the bin is full, another LGV collects it and deposits the cores into a shredder for recycling. Okay, so of course, yeah, these papers they come into this on what's the name that he used it? Complete goods. Okay, the cardboard. Yeah, cardboard is like I don't have it here, but do you know what is a cardboard? This one here, okay. I'm gonna give it to you in Portuguese, okay? Or em Japanese, it depends on, yeah. Cardboard, em português é papelão, né? Então esses blocos de papéis vêm dentro de um papelão. Em Nihongo, né? Damboro no naka ni, okay? So this is how it works. So of course, and these cardboards, I mean, they are not gonna be used, right? So when it finishes, again, yeah, let me see, the press, yeah, the press itself, it drops it, yeah, puts it into the bin is like a trash, yeah, trash bag, okay. And when the bin is full, another LGV, another robot goes there, collects and deposits the cores into a shredder for recycling, and then the robots get like the trash and put in another area, yeah, for recycling. Very smart, right? What do you think about that? In my opinion, very, very smart. So let's go. We have two more, I guess. F and G. So let's go on. The LGVs move at walking speed. Should anyone step in front of one or get too close, sensors stop the vehicle until the path is clear. The company has chosen a laser guide function system for the vehicles because, as the project development manager says, the beauty of it is that if you want to change the routes, you can work out a new route on your computer and lay it down for them to follow. When an LGV's batteries run low, it will take itself offline and go to the nearest battery maintenance point for replacement batteries. And all this is achieved with absolutely minimum human input and a much reduced risk of injury to people working in the printing centers. Amazing, right? Okay, because they are guided by laser, yeah, so you can change, their route, yeah, their path into the computer, so you can guide it to another route if necessary. And as we could read here, yeah, if the LGVs, again, the LGVs, the name of the robot, yeah, is running out of battery, yeah, is running low of battery, I mean, automatically, yeah, by itself, it will take, yeah, it will take itself off line, yeah, it will get out of the line and go to the nearest, yeah, I mean, battery maintenance, yeah, it will go to the some area that probably will be already settled, yeah, to recharge maybe or to fix. So amazing, right? So words that I should recommend you to be aware of: input, yeah, human input. Search the two words together, okay? So this is important. And that's it. And the last one, G. I guess this is only this part here. G. The question newspaper workers must now ask, however, is how long will it be before the robots are writing the newspapers as well as running the printing center, churning out the latest edition every morning? Okay, so we have a word here, right? Churning out. I also gonna ask you to search for that, okay, for the meaning. Just, I mean, use the dictionary, okay? And yeah, by this we just read, right, I mean, all of the questions, right? All of them were read. Yeah, again, the only little problem that we had was the mistaken, yeah, the mistake that I made when I asked the question. Anyway, so I'm gonna get back here now. Just a minute, right? Okay, so as you can see, my face here is over the text that we have just read, but now we have the questions. And let me get back to you again, right? I'm gonna focus only on the questions right now, okay? So you can follow me, right? Let's see. So wait a minute. Let me just move my head to the other side here, and then let's read it. Yeah, it's too big, I guess. Okay, so let's go. General training, reading sample task, flowchart completion. Questions 33 to 40. Complete the flowchart below. Choose no more than 3. Also, good information. We can use 3 words, right? From the text for each answer. Write your answer in boxes 33 to 40 on your answer sheet. Again, we can use 3 if necessary. Are you getting that? So I hope so. And let's go on. Let's analyze it. So, the production process, right? So let's see. The first one. The newspaper is compiled at the editorial headquarters by journalists. So, the final version of the text is to the printing center. That's the first one. The pages arrive by facsimile. Okay. The pages are converted into and then are made for use in the printing presses. Okay. So the LGVs are by computer. The LGVs collect the reels of paper. The LGVs remove the from the reel. The reel is The reel is trimmed. Remember, I told you it is trimmed and prepared by the. The reel is taken to the press, and the reel is taken to the. So we have to complete it. Okay, we have like some parts of the words here, and then some blank spaces, and of course, obvious, right? The blank spaces must be completed, must be fulfilled. Okay, so let's do one together, and then of course the rest you're gonna leave it for you. Yeah, do it as it was the real test, right? So let's go. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, yeah, if you can see by yourself, but in this side here, yeah, and we have this. We have this page, right? Let me see. Okay, and we have some questions that we have to answer, right? So of course, what is my recommendation for you? So let me change my head to the other side, right? Okay. So what is the question? The newspaper is compiled at the editorial headquarters by the journalist. So the first thing, of course, I should look for, right? I should check it out and see, yeah, for example, where is this, right? So this is the first information that I should use. So, of course, as it is the first question, obviously I should go to the first, passage, right? So follow me here. Can you see that? Sorry, let me put my bag. Okay, so the newspaper production process has come a long way. Okay, and then it's printed. Okay, I got it. So I find something here. Look with me. Uh, this is the situation which now prevails in Sydney. The daily paper is compiled at the editorial headquarters. So, check it out here in the sentence that we have here. The newspaper is compiled at editorial headquarters by the journalist. So, we found, we found the same thing, right? Here. So we know that printed far away the press center in the headquarters of the city, but printed far away in the suburbs at the city center. Here, human beings are in the minority as much of the work is done by automated machines. Okay, so we know that the first sentence in the question, it's of the final part of letter A. Okay, so we must continue our search from here, right? So again, coming back here. So let's go to the question. So what is the first question? Let me eliminate this one, sorry. So the final version of the text is to the printing center. So we need to look for that. As here in the final part of A, there is nothing that we have just read, so we continue following the same structure. Okay, I'm gonna go on B. So follow me here on option B. Can you see? So let's see. Once the finished newspaper has been created for the next morning's edition, all the pages are transmitted electronically from the pre-pass center to the printing center. Oh, take a look what we found. Printing center, and we, in this part here, we could see once the finished newspaper, once they finish their writing, yeah, everything is ready, yeah, to be created, okay, for the next one edition, all the pages are transmitted electronically from the pre-pass center to the printing, okay? So let me make it clear. So again, the pages are transmitted electronically from the pre-pass center to the printing center. I guess this part here is the information that we need. So let's check it out. Then let's see the question, right? Okay, so here is the question. Again, this is the first question that we are analyzing. The final version of the text is to the printing center. So how it is sent, this is what we need to know, yeah, the final version, when it's everything finished. So it's electronically transmitted. Teacher, how do you know it is electronically transmitted? Because remember, all the pages are transmitted electronically from the pre-pass center to the printing center. As we can use up to 3, again, we can use up to 3 words. So what do? We go there, and then, of course, yeah, here we have no space, but as you're gonna have paper and pencil, you can do that by yourself, okay? So the final version of the text, again, we can use no more than 3. So I can say electronically transmitted. Yeah. And then, sorry. And then that is the answer, okay? So the final version of the text is electronically transmitted to the printing center, and the page arrived by facsimile, right? So I mean, that's how we get the first question, okay? So do you get it? Do you understand that? I hope so. So let's get back here. Yeah. So what do you have to do, guys? Please, you read all the questions here, and you answer all. You read all the questions and you answer the questions using this text here. Okay. So basically, this is your homework for today. Okay. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. It was a tough lesson, right? Okay. So do your best. Okay. I'm gonna leave the paper for today's lesson on your Facebook Messenger. Okay. Only today we're gonna have not okay. I don't want to leave this on QB5, but directly the link and the lesson into your Facebook Messenger. But next week we continue normally on QB5. Okay. So that's it for today, guys. Do your best, and I'm gonna be waiting for the answers. Okay. So I'm excited to see if you're gonna get it right or not. So thanks a lot. If you have questions, ask me, and see you soon. Bye bye, guys. Take care. See ya.